Welcome back to What's the Word podcast with Shy Boy Jimmy and Jay. This is your boy Shy Boy Jimmy.
Yo, this is Jay, yo.
And we'll be discussing real topics, interviewing new artists, and speaking up about the culture. If you're trying to vibe, like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for this episode. Much love.
Peace. A song will transition into a skit, and when that skit starts, you can hear the previous song like riding out.
That's your experience. That's your life. That's what you live. So, like, can nobody take that from you? Can nobody tell you can't tell that story? I was a part of that story.
Get up here and speak to these people. Show them you got a mouthpiece outside to talk about the pussy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you an agenda or conspiracy.
Go ahead.
They keep dropping these podcast equipment in the hood, gang. They want us to slip up and say the wrong thing, get us canceled, gang.
I feel like, and that's another thing, cause like honestly, I feel like with my English degree and stuff, like I had like a background in like research and a background and like interviewing and a background. So I got some interviews on YouTube. Y'all can go check it out and stuff like that. But it's like, I feel like when it comes to podcasting, it's like a conversation, but like a good interview can be a conversation as well. So I feel like the thing about it is that like, people not researching, they not doing the homework, they're not doing like the actual time, taking the time to actually learn the material before they get to talking. A lot of people, that's why I commend Jaye and I commend like for Miss Brenda. It's like I feel like that when they come on and we talk about something we know what we talking about before we talk about it, or we
sometimes
fact check.
I be guessing.
We fact check.
That's a good point.
No, we fact check. We look up. We got the computer right here. We look up stuff. We talk about it.
Podcast culture is like
people just saying whatever they want to say.
Let me try to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
yeah.
But I like what you said with the research, because to me, one of the biggest moments at the DNC convention was D.L. Hughley admitting that I didn't do proper research before speaking on this person.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I feel like because journalism can be like cause a lot of people that got microphones ain't no journalists. So like, I feel like journalism goes deeper than just like actually talking about some shit. Like Tamara Hall is like a good journalist. Like she goes down and deep, and like Nina Parker she used to be on TMZ. She's a good journalist. Like she goes down and deep. But I feel like it's like people that just have podcasts, like they just say what the fuck they want to say, and they think that they get. No, you're not right. Or you're not.
They think it's facts.
Real journalism is supposed to be non-biased. And I'm just reporting the story of what's said. I'm not supposed to put my personal feelings in it as if this is true.
But that's what makes podcasting a little difficult. It is like your own opinion. Even if you are like, say you're interviewing somebody or you got like a guest on, like I'm still gonna tell you my opinion. And some people do it good and some people do it bad.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with sharing your opinion because everybody's entitled to it. But then at the same token, you can't get mad at me because I hit you with facts and you gave me an opinion.
But I think
that's the thing that be. It's like a catch-22. It's like, do you want to hear facts or you want to hear opinion?
But I think that's what we need to draw the because podcast isn't journalism, and some people think podcast is journal. Like how people use Facebook as the news. It's not. So like if you decide to come on here and whatever I'm saying, you think I'm spitting you a fucking fact. Well, this is just coming off Brenda brain. That's a you problem. Like do your research after that shit. Like I'm just telling you what the fuck I think. And that's why I feel like people need to draw the line to understand. Like people really go to school to learn how to be a journalist. A podcast is fucking podcast. People just come on here trying to get a quick bag. Yeah. Like and hopefully
it depends if you're good in that. Like
for sure.
So one person I think is actually good. I think Joe Rogan's actually pretty good at his podcast because he has like he doesn't really interview. He has a conversation with the people, and it's like interviewing in a way though because he's asking them questions throughout it. So like I think
them the type of podcast that I like though. I don't like the like I like a little dating podcast, but I like even like this podcast. Like I feel like I tell people all the time like it's just like us having a conversation. It ain't like really just like fun. Strict and like dating. It's just like we talk about every fucking thing. So I do appeal to these versus like if I see one it's just like all dating and it's just like god damn like what else like you know.
The only
go ahead.
The only thing I, like with Joe Rogan, I listened to that one episode and it's like I feel like when you go, it's your show. You can say whatever you want to say. Do whatever you want to do. Is like this your show. I don't have to be here and support it, whatever. But he be tweaking, bro. It's like I feel like when you get to tweaking out about certain stuff, like I don't agree with a lot of stuff people be saying. So I just either block it or I just don't even go and back and I watch the one episode. Or you say something crazy, I just turn it off, whatever, cool. But I feel like when you have like the platform people be having, I feel like they just you two like. Jermaine Dupri got on Twitter talking about the branches of government, and he don't even understand what's going on. And I feel like at the caliber of who you are, you have
do some little research.
You have the opportunity. Yeah. I feel like but that's not a podcast. I'm sorry to go off the tangent or something. But it's like when you have the platform that you have, you got millions of followers and stuff. You should at least be putting out some quality stuff or like something that's like know what you're talking about before you say something.
I had that conversation with my pops yesterday about people with huge followers and huge platforms got to be held accountable for spewing misinformation.
Yeah. Like Elon Musk with Twitter. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, X or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But it's like, it's just like
No, it's the same.
No. What I was gonna say was like, because it's his platform, but he knows that he's saying something.
I just blocked this fool this morning. I'm like, damn, can I block him?
He's doing the same thing that Facebook did with Trump's first run for president, where it's like Facebook allowed all this misinformation. That's exactly what's happening on X right now. You're allowing so many people to spew so much misinformation that it's like the truth is getting drowned out like drastically.
They're living there like those are facts. Like podcasts, like you said, supposed to be unbiased and like just opinionated. That was like, I'm not saying like I agree with everything they say on certain things. I'm saying like the styles what they do. Like even like a Shannon Sharp is like the way he actually talks to the people is like he's leaving it open for like them to say what they want to say. He's not saying he agree. He's not even saying that right. He's just like, I'm just letting you say what you say.
No, you can't say that, Mo.
Can I chime in on the idea like the different types of podcasters? I think it's people that want a podcast because they saw somebody else with a podcast. They want to copy someone else's podcast, and I think that other people need a podcast because they actually got something to say.
Yeah.
That's true.
If you actually got something to say, then the podcast is going to be better. Like whether you agree or disagree with like a Shannon Sharp or a Joe Rogan or whatever, their stuff works because they have to have a podcast to say what they want to say.
Yeah.
If you're just trying to copy Fresh and Fit or some other podcast, you're going to just be a copy. It's not going to be cool.
It's not going to be authentic. It's not you.
Yeah. And that's why I like this podcast specifically because like I got a few clients and like this show is like authentic and y'all like talk on real stuff and y'all talk from the way you think. You're not just trying to say like, oh, well, I should say this because someone else said that.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
I appreciate that for sure. Because like, we some real people.
Hey, how many times did he curse today?
I ain't cursed at all today.
You ain't been cursing. You've been good today.
You the one said you cursing.
Go ahead and say it, bro.
He might have
said
it,
bro. Go ahead and say
literally.
Nah, go ahead and say
trying to say literally too.
Yeah, I ain't. You
say
it.
Say it. Say negus.
I think I heard a shoot. I think you said shoot one time.
I want to say it.
I ain't saying that L word and I ain't cussed today. I knew I prepared myself because I'm like, nah, you ain't gonna have me embarrassed. Give me some.
But yeah, you're right though. Yeah, like having like some, like you said about people just needing a platform to actually say what they want to say. I think that's cool, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like that's where I feel like when we started the podcast was like, cause like it was a lot of bullshit going on.
But that's the proper word. Yeah, that's the proper word.
Sometimes you just be throwing the F words out.
There was a lot of bullshit going on, and then we was like, wait a minute, because then like I think when Chris Rock got slapped, that was like one of our first episodes, and I feel like it was like that wasn't the first one. That was like one of the first ones. But it's just like a lot of stuff going on in the city, a lot of stuff going on in the country, and then wasn't nobody really talking about it, especially like with the COVID thing. Me working in healthcare, I'm telling him like, hey, he in healthcare too. So we telling each other like this was going on at work. We need to tell people like about this COVID shit. So that's how I feel like. I don't know. We just, like I say, we got real conversations about real situations, and I feel like that's where, you know what I'm saying, we the voice for certain people that don't even got the voice right now. So,
but then I mean, I guess I can like flip it in a sense, because then like some people don't care about stuff like that though. So like we can't, even if they do get that like fan base or whatever, we can't fault them for not speaking on stuff, because like some people are literally just dummies in the world. Some people literally don't know about politics. Some people really can't, or some people's views are really just like, sometimes they know their views are gonna go against what everybody else thinks, so that's why they sometimes keep it to themselves. Like if I feel like if my view go against, like I'm not just, sometimes I do splat stuff out, but like sometimes I'm like, this look crazy, I'm gonna shut up. Like, you get what I'm saying? So like if I couldn't start a podcast because I damn near go against everything, and I'd be like, no, what the fuck are you, like, that's stupid. Like I would be that person, be like, no, that's stupid as hell. Like, what are you talking like? So I wouldn't personally do a podcast because like I could, like, if I had the view, like, my opinion is what my opinion is. You can be on there stating facts, and I'm saying, well, no, I think that's stupid as hell. Like, you get what I'm saying? So like, you know. So
well, I think to be successful like that, if you do have that type of opinions, like, you gotta be self-aware of what you're actually saying at the right time, because say like, okay, you just starting off. Okay, I probably can't be too wild. Maybe I gotta choose a little lane. But then once I get up there,
but sometimes it works for people too, though. Sometimes that like just off the top and being
like it's entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need
being a troll,
you would need your own show. Like this is my show. Even if I bring somebody on here,
I swear to God, if I was to have a podcast, I'd be like, I say what the fuck I say, and that's period. Like, and you can agree to disagree, but that's your opinion. Like that would be my, and that's why people wanted me to have a podcast because I just be yapping. I'm like, nah, but y'all, child, I get canceled before.
You ever just say something? You just went home like, damn.
I swear to God, sometimes I make a Snapchat. I'm like, oh, let me delete that shit real quick because I know it sounds crazy.
Yeah. It's just like, I feel
I've
like
been there before.
That's the thing. Like when it comes to like public speaking,
I feel like y'all have.
Let me go. I was tweaking.
I have a lot, but no, I have a lot of them moments. I'm just like, I could have kept that to myself. Like I swear to God, because I got the opinion.
Do not talk about politics or the LGBT community. I just don't touch those in public. We get private conversation,
and that used to be the rule of thumb when we were in school. You didn't touch politics. You didn't touch the gay community. Everybody said fuck the rule.
The three things was you don't politics, religion, money.
Religion.
And that's what it was. And like now that'd be what everybody speak on. Like when we grew up, we knew not even in the workplace. You be out working, people be talking about Trump and shit. I'm like, what happened to like we don't talk about politics at work because that shit is just controversial.
I think that's different. Folks,
I don't know why people so sensitive about politics.
But like that was just always the rule because it could just get into like a heated because people have their difference of opinions and things like. But growing up, that's what we were.
Because I was just like, dang, it was just my opinion.
Yeah,
this ain't even how I feel. This is just a thought process. That's it.
I never been butthurt about having a difference in politics.
Me either.
People really
but some people do though.
People really be butthurt.
I know
like,
they do.
Unfamily you like all types
I'm sorry.
In
this current climate, I don't know. I'm looking at you.
I've been blocking people and like unfollowing people a lot.
If you open your mouth and be like, I'm voting for Trump because I got $1,200, I'm like, I'm judging you. Period.
So I might.
It's I guess,
it's levels.
I would take that as you're just talking.
No, because like
opposed to people who actually believe that those.
But no, those people deep dive and they really be like they'll really have an in-depth conversation. I really be looking like, oh my God, you're literally dumb as hell.
I just feel like when it comes to that, I feel like it's just a slap in the face, like especially with a lot of black men that's going to like say they supporting this man and stuff. I just feel like it's just stupidity because. I apologize. It's not stupidity.
Lack of awareness.
Vote for who you vote for.
It's ignorance. I feel like vote for who you vote for. We all got the right to vote. Like that's the thing. But then like the people that say like I'm not voting. It says I feel like we went through the civil rights movement. We went through all the stuff to get the right to vote. We need to vote or whatever. And then I feel like the electoral college is like some bullshit. We need to get that out the way, whatever. But at the same token, it's like I feel like you need to vote. But then like when you come to me telling me that you don't want me voting for one person because she sent people to jail, but then it's the lesser like the other person that's in a race. It's like January 6th, the KKK, everybody coming around trying to like.
All I'm gonna say
like,
is Project 2025 gonna happen regardless of who's in office.
But
like it don't matter who's in office.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And that idea is like really one thing that I want to actually explain. That it's like two different parties, but it's like it's the same token. It's the same government. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's the government. But then and the president has so much power, and then like the government can overthrow. But at the same,
are we all going to just forget about the three branches of government?
That's the thing.
Like that's my thing.
A lot of people don't understand that.
So y'all failed you could tell who failed the Constitution test. I swear you can.
They passed. But it was just freshman year.
I would fail right now in this moment. I would fail right now in this moment.
Because you have the president is part of the executive branch, right? So the legislative branch is who makes the laws. The president is not within the legislative branch. So why are we focused so much on the laws that they're claiming they're going to change? Like, come on now, we just people voted Biden in because about student loans. That was his big push. I still got student loans that have not been paid.
But no, I say the same thing. I'm like, what people fail to realize is I'm just like the promises that they making us, they can't really make a promise. They can say that like, hey, I'm going to try to bring this to these people to approve this for us. But I'm like, no president can really make a promise of what the fuck they're really going to do for us because like it's not them to have the final say in it.
They can use their presidential power to do whatever the fuck they want to do. So it's a lot of stuff they try to be respectful and they try to make sure they don't do nothing too extreme or could turn into like a dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still a democracy. But then it's like if the president don't sign off on it, or like the Supreme Court can try to still spring it or like cancel something or do whatever.
But then with abortion.
No, with Roe versus Wade. But then like if you want to get technical, the president can go back and say, "No, we're not doing that," and we go keep going back. Then they go shut the government down. Then it's gonna be this against this person. It's a lot of ways that you can go against it, but it's like a lot
matter of fact, how many government shutdowns was it during Trump's?
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Because Trump was saying he was trying to use his presidential power to say, no, this is what the fuck we doing, and then it's like they was telling him that we're not doing that. So it's like I feel like
they can't. So to what you said, the president can't just do it.
No, if you want to get
they'll shut the government.
No, if you want to get technical,
they can't just like make a law. Just make this shit happen. Like no, they can't just do that. No.
Bro, he got the pen and he can sign whatever the fuck.
Not if the government's
get
shut down. They like we not even fuck with you.
Only the president really has the control of. Like, he can start war. He declare war and then wear war. Which is a scary thing to think about. Like y'all,
the nuclear codes, all the stuff that they can have. It's like it's crazy because like they have so much power. It's like for real. It's like we all got our own jobs. We all free. Like we got our own freedom of speech. We got our own. At the end of the day, they push that button or whatever the fuck they want to push. We fuck. Like they turn the lights off and comment and say, what we like. It's like for real. It's like a lot of stuff. The Wi-Fi, all the stuff out of space, everything.
All the electricity. Basically.
I'm 31, so I'm gonna get drafted. They said 26.
It's just. I'm telling you, it's like a lot of stuff that the president can do. There's a lot of stuff that they can't do. But then at the same token, it's like
I got a bad back too.
Y'all when they veto, when something comes,
we need you, bro.
Bro, listen. They bring something to the desk. He can veto it. He can say yes. He can say no. So like, it's a lot of stuff. But I feel like
when you really think about it, that's just some scary shit. That like we literally putting somebody in power to be a dictator.
But that's how it's been. But that's why you have to do your research on what you're voting for, and especially in a situation we have now, because you have a man that's basically openly wanting to be a dictator.
And the crazy part about Trump though, about people wanting to re-vote for him, I'm just like, if y'all didn't pay everything that man said he was gonna do that first time around, he fucking did. And everybody just like, oh, he's not gonna build a wall, he's not gonna do this, he's not gonna bring ICE in. That man lives. So I'm just like, everything that he's saying that he want to do, he gonna get into that motherfucking office and he's gonna push to do it. I'm like, if he ain't show y'all that the first time he was a president.
I mean, I kind of was for the wall, though, and y'all see what's going on in Chicago with the Venezuelans and the refugees and all the propaganda that's being surrounded by that. Let's just say if Trump successfully built that wall, a lot of resources that are being taken away from us and our community, then given them to them, they wouldn't have been given them to them.
But would they still be given to us though? Even if they weren't here, would those resources still be given to us? They would not. So that's why I feel like for me, like when people be like, oh, they giving the Venezuelans everything, even if the Venezuelans was here, they still wasn't gonna give it to you.
That's the thing. But then like with building the wall, like we still a sanctuary city, so it's like either way, however it would have went, we would have still been welcoming whoever would have been trying to come. So like that's just on that. And then I feel like we already have a border wall, and that's the thing that's really pissing me off, because like it's already a wall down there. It's like I was like what but he talked like barbed wires, like bombs and all this crazy shit. Yeah. Like it's already something down there to separate us from Mexico. So I was like, and then it's like, what about Canada? Because that's over there too. Like
they don't want to come
but it's just the fact that like what you talking building a wall. It's like how is it? But then the thing about it, it's like who's gonna pay for the wall? Because you're a billionaire now. You just pay for it yourself. If that's the case, because don't be using my tax dollars. It's just like it's like it's just really just it's a waste of money. It's gonna be tunneling. There's all this stuff. People dying to get over here and all this stuff. It's just like it's just stupidity. Like it's like I feel like a waste of time. Like we need gun laws. We need universal health care. We need education. It's like a lot of shit we can work on, and they just steady stuck on stupid. Like you steady, it's bro.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's like it's bigger fish to fry, and we stuck on the same shit from 2020. Like we stuck on the same shit from 1993. Like come on, bro. It's just I feel like you vote for who you vote for who you want to vote for.
Hey,
it's
I made it.
I just want to throw in like. Because, I mean, I kind of agree with the wall thing. I know some of y'all disagree, but if what you said, right, it's a lot of different things we need to focus on, but maybe the wall wouldn't have worked, but it may have been worth a try, because if there's more people to the same point, if they're costing tax money, right, then you can't do those other programs. Not to say, it would have went to us, right, but it would have went into the general system, which would have helped more. But like if you got millions of extra people, it's going to cost more to support them, especially if they're not paying taxes. Yeah. Some of them are, but if they're not, they're going to be a burden on the tax system, and then we can't do education, we can't do healthcare, housing, and stuff like that.
But then the tax system itself, because like the trillionaires and the billionaires, they're not paying the fair share of taxes. I feel like if we why are we paying the same amount of taxes if you shit, you make $1 million a year and I make what?
Well, honestly, billionaires pay most of the taxes in the country.
But what happens is they also
but not
they
even
know the finesses with the tax breaks. I'm not gonna hold you because
when they came out with them new tax breaks,
I'm like, what? I could.
I mean, when you make the money, you write the rules.
But like, no, even when they came out, and I think it was just like if you make like 50,000, you can be taxed like you make like 200,000. I'm just like, whoa, that's like it was a crazy fucking it was crazy. That was crazy.
I just think certain shit like we just gotta actually read up on and actually look into, because like we go off what people be saying, go off what people hear. Like I just feel like if you like the laws, you should go to the government.com. It's an actual website. I'm gonna put it in the comments for y'all can see the website, but you go and search every law, any bill, any policy, you can search all them bitches up and read it for yourself. Like the project.
What can we do for ourselves as black people? Because I did some research yesterday. I looked up, you know how many HBCUs there are in the country? 107. You know how many black billionaires there is in the country?
How many?
2 million.
Damn.
Wow.
So,
but they tell us it's only what?
Damn.
Beyonce,
Oprah.
Jay-Z, Oprah.
But those are billionaires. Two million millionaires.
Oh, millionaires.
Billionaires. I think it was like 9. But you know how the spending power of black Americans.
Part of that 9, do they have colleges?
But no, the spending power of black Americans is $1.9 trillion.
Yep.
Wow.
We got the black dollar is the biggest dollar
for sure.
We spend the most.
Yeah, for sure.
But my thing is everybody's talking about what needs to be done for black people. I'm like,
we could do it ourselves.
Some stuff we gotta look
We're
to
the new
like
adults, y'all.
Yeah.
Yo,
we could literally do it ourselves.
We just talked about that. We really just talked about that because Dr. Umar was on somebody's show and he was basically yelling at them, talking hip hop ain't do shit for the community and stuff.
But he was correct as far as institutions. I'm like, that makes sense.
But that's the thing. I feel like
if y'all making all this goddamn money off of, entertainment. At some point, who's gonna have the idea? Okay, like, all right, let's a bank. You know what I'm saying? Like you said,
we get into the banking system, y'all. It's over with.
Yeah.
What?
But that's the thing. I feel like when
banking system,
if you go through the banking system, it's gonna be kind of. That's gonna be some.
They do have black banks.
It's a black bank.
Is it still one here?
We had the Seaway, but I don't know if the Seaway is still black.
It was 3 at one point, I believe.
We looked that up too, didn't we?
It ain't even that. You will have to change black people's mindset though, because what y'all? My daddy don't even use the bank. My daddy literally get his money to a card and he take all. He don't trust the bank. And my mama been with Bank of America, so it'll really be like changing black people mindsets because they think like we gonna So like when a new bank come, they're gonna be like, oh no, it's gonna go bankrupt. They're gonna steal your money. Like that's the mindset that they have. So it'll be like a change your mindset thing too.
Yeah, it's just you just gotta actually come together and actually figure out what we're gonna do about this shit. Because I feel like if we keep looking for them to actually come save us, or like it's like
we ain't never gonna be saved.
I feel like we have to, like we talked about this last time. The community has to come and we have to become a community and actually work together.
But I do want black people to understand, bro. We're still new to this money game because a lot of our money that we accumulated has come within the last 30 years as far as entertainment and sports. Like our richest people's coming from that, and that's all 90s through early 2000s. So it's like we still learning that money game and what to do with this money. You know what I'm saying?
Our generation is doing a really great job, though. I will say that, especially with the people that do have the platforms and speak about financial literacy and other investments aside from becoming a basketball player, becoming rich, like or becoming a rapper, or becoming a dancer. Or something.
And then like looking up the top earning careers. A lot of it's in the medical field. Like this is information that needs to be relayed to our kids. Yeah. To start, thinking of that early.
I've been with that stuff up. I'm like, outside of that, it's not.
Because it can't be, I'm just going to go on baddies, make a bag real quick.
But not even baddies in a sense. Like when people have their sons, they be like, he going to be the next LeBron. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. He can barely catch the fucking ball. Let's be like, it's just like you do got it. Like, of course, have them chase their dreams, but be like, okay, what's your backup? Like, like, because a lot of people do be like, oh, he gonna be a football star. He gonna be like, that's great. That can't be but like, thing. It's just like a one in a, like, let's be for real. Let's push.
We just gotta have more like leadership and more direction on community, man. But We're gonna figure it out soon.
We're gonna figure it out for sure.
We've been progressive for sure.
We've been progressing. But like I said, D, I want to end something. You want to say something? You want to say something else about your book? You want to say something about your businesses? You want to say, your music, actually. You can.
Yeah,
wink, wink.
Now put him on the spot.
Cough, cough. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What you got a song on Spotify, right?
I got like 2 joints on Spotify right now.
Okay.
What's they called? Like, how we gonna find it? What's up?
Just look up Darren Devontae. What I got the song Falling Back, and I got the song Talking Stages. Yeah.
And them motherfuckers fire, so make sure y'all go check them bitches out.
Word.
All right.
And the cussing just came. Right.
But, hey,
appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in to What's the Word Podcast with Shy Boy Jimmy and Jaye. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If y'all got a comment or y'all got some thoughts, go ahead put that in the comments. We ain't shy, we ain't scared. We'll talk back to y'all, man. Much love, man. Peace.
Word.
Hey, yo, if you vibe with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're here every week dropping knowledge, interviewing new artists, and speaking up about the culture. Catch us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts to never miss an episode. And make sure to keep the conversation going via thoughts and comments in the comment section. And hit us up on social media at WTW Jimmy and Jaye. Stay blessed, stay 100, and we'll catch you next time on What's the Word Podcast with Jimmy and Jaye. Peace.